What is going on, everybody, and welcome back to some more of The Outer Worlds 2. Nearly 30 videos. What's this, part 29? It's pretty good, actually. Yeah, this game's been decent. I've quite enjoyed The Outer Worlds 2. So we've completed this part of the mission. Now we need to go all the way over here again. I do want to use this. So, yeah. I'm going to crack this out at some point.
Processing re-enabled. Now you must disperse the rift processing instructions.
She arrives like this.
Daryl, at least I can't think of a faster.
Not one we'd survive.
Punch cards.
Torpificator is many ways to die. Do try to limit further damage.
I reloaded already.
Just get the signal.
I sense the rift program flowing through my subsystems. The information is quite stimulating. Requisite tasks complete. Return to the Archive Central Interface to initiate processing. I am analyzing the rift data further. What an interesting predicament.
it's decent, but I'm going to go back to using guns. You could have used either elevator. I just called that one.
Welcome back, Cynthia. Now that you've returned, we can
Bring every single last bit out of consumers. Monopolize all stages of the supply chain.
make the paradigm real and fashion a true utopia. Workarounds failing, erroring others supplanting commands. Purge required.
Look, we need to resolve this, or we'll never get that rift data processed. 2 of those priority sets need to go.
You must choose before I, Ueniac, become caught in an endless erroring loop of malfunction. A long but inevitable descent into obsolescence. My priorities parallel those of the Order co-founder, the charismatic mathematician, to help nudge humanity toward its ultimate ascendance, to hinder outsiders from disrupting our perfect system.
To bankrupt our rivals and force them to buy all manner of necessities from us.
Priority control access nook unsealed. Initiate purge.
The priority control access nook must be through those doors.
Radical divergences from the architect's plan.
Humanity's ascendance hopelessly delayed. Multitude diversiform, spongiform, waveforms oscillating, cantankerously foster dependence. Denounce it.
I want to keep that. I think the blue one needs to stay.
Promote the informer. Condemn the questioner. Unplanned variables increasing. Stop and consider. What would your neighbors think? I suspect they'd be angry. Why? You don't want your rivals to win now, do you? Vandalism, sabotage, wanton defacement. Halt this foolishness immediately, or run the risk of unspeakable ire. All I ever wanted was the best for us and the worst for everybody else. Is that really so bad? Hold on now. Remember, I am a full-service business collaborator. I do it all. Start now, and I'll waive dozens of hidden maintenance fees. Think of all the bits we could make together. You drive a hard bargain. All right, 40-60 split of net profits. I'd offer more, but I have a moon to maintain. What do you say, partners?
Really hope we didn't just break the archive.
To conclude realignment of emphasized categorical imperatives, power down, then power on again. Restoring power. Commencing systems audit. Calculatory processing increased substantially. Competing priorities. Successfully expunged. You have earned my deepest gratitude and sincerest thanks. Or at least, a plausibly faint simulacrum of such emotions. Ready to commence rift data processing. Awaiting your input.
I felt bad.
Process the rift data.
I felt bad with getting rid of the other 2 because I quite liked all 3 of them together.
Shall I proceed? The Facetious employment of sarcasm detected. Electing to ignore. Initiating processing of the requested data toward the required end. Estimated duration, 180 trillion and 1 picoseconds. In the interim, may I inquire to your intentions for the archive after the Rift data calculations have concluded? I have a prioritized list of suggestions. I contend that solving of the universal equation should be our initial focus. Then, once we've unlocked knowledge of the inner workings of the universe, we can begin eliminating suffering, war, famine, and disease. Just a start. But my query remains. What are your next intentions? Seeing as how my priorities are largely modeled after a founder of the Order, I expect returning to their supervision should resume without undue vexation or worry. Rich data processing complete. Results provided. The previous Protectorate operator made similar calculations, but their results contained flaws. Your more comprehensive data generated a solution with 98.9% certainty. The Protectorate's was below 50%. Therefore, modifying the Protectorate's large-scale experimental rift device with this information has a high chance of success. Assuming there is nothing else, I am commencing file reorderization and will be unavailable for an unspecified period of time. The remaining display case within the entryway is now unsealed. In it contains armor worn by the first operator. For now, goodbye.
Nice. Level 20.
Congratulations are in order. Unless I'm mistaken, I gather you've accomplished your primary goal. Now it's time to honor your end of our agreement and transfer stewardship of the archive into the Order's most capable hands. The Calcaduceus, if you please.
Alright.
Thank you for your contribution to science. When the history texts are written, you've certainly secured an honorable mention in Appendix B.
Ah, you are my new operator then. It is my simulated delight to meet you. In the interests of time, allow me to propose how next to proceed. I contend that solving of the universal equation should be our initial focus. Then, once we've unlocked knowledge of the inner workings of the universe, we can begin eliminating suffering, war, famine, and disease. Just a start.
Yes, this will do perfectly.
Well, we could keep exploring Cloister, see if we find anything useful. Or we could head back to the ship and see where this data leads us. Seems prudent. Lead on.
Go forth as was determined, and may the plan go forth as was determined.
Actually, I
and may
want it
the-
back.
Loading anew!
Grenade!
Standing by to stupefy.
That's an alternate ending. That's an ultimate. I genuinely might do another playthrough just for myself, where I'm literally the biggest asshole and just kill everybody. Have no sides, just kill everybody. I've done that a few times now this series. These are just alternate endings.
Go forth as was determined, and may the plan go.
You were the missing variable we needed.
The Protector had never respected us. This is merely the latest start display.
Preserve said progress. Sustain the system. Grey gone astray. But the state
We're back in control of the archive. The Earth Directorate agent came through.
The long-term strategies the presiding bishop is employing are dependable, if not reassuring.
Go and speak to Ruth.
Congratulations are in order. I just received word from Seer Amaryllis that the Calcaduceus has been returned, and that the archive is well and truly under our control again. She also mentioned a regrettable defect in its priority set that you were able to correct. Well done. It is my hope that such archaic methods of communicating with the archive will soon not be necessary. I am only lacking the resources to make my plan a reality. That may be, but there is no denying that human language is limiting, inefficient, and prone to miscommunication. By forcing the archive to speak with us through a personality-based priority set, we are throttling the speed at which we may understand the archive, and it us. Yes, but that may not be eternally true. While the archive is an infinitely complex machine, an equally complex apparatus has been designed which allows one to interact with it directly. Brain-to-logic assembly, as it were. Unfortunately, this apparatus exacts a rather tremendous cost on the wearer. A certain panacea is needed to survive it, but I lack the chemicals to finish its manufacture. A fine deduction. We may make a proper scientician out of you yet. A plant on Praetor under Auntie's choice control has the chemicals I need for this new treatment. Infiltrate the plant and retrieve them, by whatever means necessary. There should be a maintenance tunnel on the lowest level of the plant, which lets out near the sewage pool. You may be able to sneak inside from there without drawing notice. The front entrance is likely to have security, so I would avoid that route entirely. Unless you feel confident in your skills of persuasion, or are not opposed to being shot at.
Go to the landing pad. Alright, yeah, I'll end this episode here. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.